Hey guys, Jamstrap here and welcome back to another Which Army Should You Play video, where I kind of go through some reasons why you might want to start an army, maybe you might not want to start the army. And as usual, this is about kind of the rule of cool, the aesthetic, like what is this army going to look like on the tabletop if you start it. Nothing to do with kind of like power gaming in tournaments and stuff like that. So yeah, as you can see, today we're talking about the ADEPTUS Custodes, or Custodes as some people say. Now these guys are pretty sweet and they have a lot of awesome reasons why you might want to start them, and one very big reason why you might not want to start them. But first let's get cracking with the good stuff. Now firstly, the miniatures are pretty sweet. That was a lot of pretties right there, so yeah, it must be awesome. They're awesome looking miniatures, and as you can see they're actually relatively easy to paint if you want to go for that color scheme. I mean, it's 90% gold with a little bit of red. So you can get these guys on the tabletop real quick, and because of like the background and lore for these guys, because they're actually the level above Space Marines. These guys make Space Marines look like normal humans. These guys are super badass. And that's another one of the great reasons. The lore behind these guys is awesome. I mean, Space Marines need to cower to these dudes. I mean, there was recently that story where it was kind of floating around because basically Custodes kind of just wiped out an entire Space Marine chapter for, well, maybe no reason at all. So yeah, loads of super cool lore. I mean, these guys are the bodyguards of the Emperor of Mankind, so they have to be pretty cool. And because of that, it doesn't take a lot of miniatures to fill up an army. You're probably going to be looking at like something like this right here, like maybe 20-25 models, maybe a bit more than that. Because every single one of your guys is basically like a Space Marine captain. He's a hero in his own right. I think I remember listening to a quote somewhere where somebody said, Space Wolves are like wolves, they hunt in packs, whereas Custodes are lions. You know, they hunt individually. They're much more badass like that. But anyway, there's too much gushing over that. Let's look at some of the stuff. So let's look at your little captain dude here. I'll say little, he's absolutely massive. Obviously, if you don't like gold, it might be an issue. I mean, I'm guessing, I mean, it's your miniatures. You can paint them any way you want. Yeah, like I say, if you're just going for that color scheme, super easy to paint, and they definitely stand out. I mean, yeah, that's definitely a beacon on the table, that's for sure. So yeah, lots and lots of detail and character on every single model. The one thing that might be a plus, might not be, I'm not really sure, is a lot of the kits just build up different variants. So the Alaris Custodians over here is the exact same kit as these guys here, I'm pretty sure, and these guys here as well. So you just end up buying the same kit over and over and build different guys. Same with the Shield Captain, the Custodian Guard, the Wardens and stuff. I'm 90% sure they're all the same kit. So yeah, you can get loads and loads of bits and loads of variety in every single one of them. So yeah, there's like your basic troops right there, as you can see. And that would look pretty awesome on the tabletop. Another thing, you've actually got jet bikes as well, which is pretty awesome. So yeah, one of the few people in the Imperium that actually have jet bikes, because there weren't supposed to be many of them around still. Yeah, that's an awesome little sculpt right there, definitely. I love the helmet on there as well. I think that bike would be so fun to kit bash as well, for like Dark Angels or something. So yeah, to be honest, there's not much to talk about. Like I said, there's not much variety, and most of the kits are kind of built out of each other, if you know what I mean, which is a plus and a minus on its own. I mean, you can see these guys look awesome. Each guy's a hero on his own, massively tough. You don't have many models on the table, easy to paint, so you can literally buy this army and you'll get it playing within like a week. So that's a massive plus. Downside though is if some of you guys just start to die, this is on the like tabletop side of things, every single guy that dies is a massive like hit to you, because obviously each guy is so important. But yeah, this is normally with these videos I've just been going through the Games Workshop side of things, but with the Custodes, half their army is actually on Forge World. So that's actually where the kind of like the bad side of this army is, because yeah, you have to go over to this, which is, I'm pretty sure most of these are resin. Let me check. Yeah, so all these are going to be resin, so they're going to be slightly more annoying than the plastic Games Workshop ones. But yeah, let's have a look, because the Forge World stuff is phenomenally cool. I mean, just look at the stuff you can get in this army. Like I said, everything's big, bulky. You're not going to need many of them on the table, because every single kit does the work. So yeah, that's where we get. You get all that stuff from GW, all your kind of like troops guys, some jet bikes, couple tanks, and a dreadnought. But where this army really comes into its own is obviously Forge World. So like I say, now we start getting like flyers and tanks and more jet bikes. You got jump troop guys. These guys are pretty sweet. Let's have a look at them. Yeah, like I said, that's badass. I mean, he's flying through the air with a shield and a pistol. That's an awesome little model there. I love that jump pack as well. Yeah, not sure how I feel about them wearing like what looks like normal clothes. He's just wearing like trousers and boots, kind of seems like, which is a bit of a weird thing considering how armored they normally are. Still pretty badass though. An awesome looking kit. More HQ options, and here's some of the sweet dreadnoughts. These dreadnoughts are fantastic. I mean, look at this thing. And if that doesn't stand out on the tabletop, then I don't know what does. That is awesome. I mean, you get some upgrade sprues so they can become Sagittarum God? Sagittarum? I don't know how you pronounce that. It does not sound right. Yeah, Dreadnought's awesome. I mean, this one's even better. Sword and shield. Some flamer dudes. More weapon options there. Like I said, Forge World is definitely where it's at for these guys. But this brings me to the main downside to this army. Yes, they're badass, easy, kind of easy to paint depending on how much effort you want to put in. Every single guy is a badass. The lore is awesome. Literally everybody cowers to you. But the main issue is price. You're gonna have to take a mortgage out on your house, or I don't know, like sell your firstborn or something to get this army going. Because I mean, look, 3 guys, there's 10 quid a model there, but I mean they're Terminators, so that's fair dues. Then you get, yeah, I mean it's not too bad. Like I said, they're extremely powerful guys. So if you're thinking about it as plastic, you're thinking 5 guys, 35 quid, yeah, that's obviously going to be expensive. But when you think about points on the table and what they do, it's not bad. I mean, yeah, 35, but I mean, yeah, it's gonna take a lot. I mean, if you wanted to buy like 3 boxes of troops, that's gonna cost you like £100 already. I mean, that's just for like your troop guys. And then you add an HQ in there, it's £120. You want to get some elites, you know, that's another £150. Just to get like your bog standard kind of like battalion-y thing going on, you're looking at like 200 quid. So that, I mean, like I said, I'm not an expert on how they really play. I don't know if there's another way to get around that really. Yeah, I mean the GW side's not too bad. I think what they're on the table for the price, I can kind of justify it. But like I said, half the army's on Forge World, and then you start looking at the prices, and then yeah, that's when it becomes an issue. I mean, price is kind of subjective. I mean, what's expensive to you might be cheaper from other people. I mean, I think it's expensive, but you might be much more wealthy than I am and got more exposable income. But for me, £300 for this thing, that's never going to happen. £200 for 6 jet bikes, yeah, that's an entire army for me. 40 quid for 3 flyer guys. Like as I said, these are all resin. I mean, that thing's awesome, but £80, yeah. Forge World's always more expensive. I'm fine with that. I've bought Forge World stuff, but it's normally like little cool little accessories you add onto your army. But in this case, half your army is literally locked behind Forge World. So I don't know if that might change in the future, but as of right now, that is the biggest issue, is the price. Well, like once again, it might not be an issue for you. So yeah, I think I might have kind of hit on most of the key points here. The lore's awesome. Like I said, you're basically above like Space Marine captains with every single dude. Your lore's awesome. You're the bodyguards of the Emperor. You can do awesome paint jobs, but also super quick to get on the tabletop. Super elite. You don't need many bodies on the table. Like I say, you can make do with like 20-25 guys. And yeah, gonna be a lot of fun to paint, kit bash, do all that kind of stuff. Just the main issue is the variety on Games Workshop's not really there, and if you do want to go to Forge World, it's a lot more expensive. So yeah, if I've missed anything, just comment below, let me know, especially for you guys that actually play Custodes or Custodes. I don't know which one it is. Comment below what you think, things I might have missed. Maybe give some advice for people. Maybe they watch this video, they read the comments, they can get that extra bit of advice down there. But anyway, as usual, if you liked the video, you know what to do. And if you enjoy hobby content like this, And kit bashes, unboxings, reviews, painting guides, all that kind of stuff, maybe check out my channel and subscribe. But until then, guys, see you in the next one. Bye bye.